Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at the new expansion for the classic deck builder called Dominion, and this expansion is called Rising Sun. Rising Sun is the 16th expansion for Dominion, and I know that because it says on the rulebook. And Dominion is a game published by Rio Grande Games. I say it differently every time, whatever, you know the company. Designed by Donald X. Vaccarino. It plays 2 to 4 players, 30 minutes, ages 14 plus. Again, age is subjective. But effectively what we're doing is playing Dominion with a cool Japanese theme. But let's see what the rulebook says the theme is, because there's really not a lot of theme in Dominion. We journey now to the islands to the east or west, depending on where you are relative to them. Here your title is Emperor. They tell you you're just a figurehead, though you can still order whatever breakfast you want. They may be right. You did get that breakfast. Your ceremonial sword and armor are made of paper. The samurai never let you into their tea parties, and the ninjas are always tying your shoelaces together. And the epic poem they wrote about you is only 17 syllables long. Rice has been adopted as currency, and no one seems to even be trying to get your face onto the grains. But when you wake up each morning and look over the land, life doesn't seem so bad now. Now, what's for breakfast? All right, that was theme. Even in the book is a little thin. So there we go. So effectively what Dominion is, if you haven't played Dominion, and what this does to Dominion is gives you more cards. And Dominion is a deck building game. It's a deck building game where you're going to have a pile, like 10 piles of cards that you can purchase. You're going to acquire them. They're going to go in your discard pile. When you run out of cards, you're going to shuffle your deck together, and then you'll draw, and those new cards that you purchase will be able to be used in the game. The goal is you're trying to buy as many of these green point cards as you can to win the game. Okay? That's the gist. This is adding the Japanese theme with the really weird theme in the rulebook to the game, but basically just stuff that you would see in Japan or whatever, that kind of thing, or the items and things that are going to be in the cards. So if you want to see how that works, you can click the link in the video description, and I'll play through a few rounds of it so you can see some of the cards. And I'll talk about a few of the things that are different, at least that I know are different because I haven't played a lot of the expansions. Otherwise, stick around here and we'll take a look at the components. All right, so let's look at the components of Dominion Rising Sun. There's the regular Dominion box. But you can see in here, it looks just like Dominion. It's got a whole pile of cards in there. There's events. I don't think that's new to this one. Again, I haven't played a lot of the expansions, so I don't know. But a whole pile of cards you can play as a daimyo, another orange card, the ones that stay out in front of you. The witch, they give you curses, just like in the original, so that's cool. I wish you could fit all these in one box, which I may try to do after this review, just because I like that. Then we'll come over here. If you watch the playthrough, you've already seen all this stuff in action. There's a trash board that looks pretty familiar from before. These are really nice tokens. The progress tokens, they're really cool little suns, or whatever they are. Debt tokens are cool little metal coins. They could be cubes, but the coins are fun. Normal, treasure, Ryan Lockett art, that's fun. The 10 piles of cards. The cards are good quality. I have no issue with the cards. They might get beaten up if you play with them a lot, but just don't shuffle your cards like a maniac and you'll be fine. Prophecies, these are going to be out and let you do cool things during the game. I enjoy that. So, a little cool, different thing. Point cards, all that. Components are consistent with all the other Dominion. I like this theme though. Torigate, Japan. You know how I feel about Japan, so there we go. So the components are pretty solid. Let's go up to the top and see what we think about Rising Sun. All right, so that is Dominion Rising Sun expansion. So I reached out to Rio Grande and I wanted to play this Dominion because we love all things Japan. Katie is a quarter Japanese. She visited Japan for her 40th birthday, and we like playing games that have that theme. So I know Dominion doesn't have a theme. I get that. I read the thing at the beginning. I understand. But anything that's Japanese adjacent, which is kind of what this is, we wanted to check out. And this is cool. It's basically more Dominion, more good stuff for Dominion. The prophecies are fun. That appears to be a new thing. I'm looking at the book. The shadow cards and prophecies are the new things. So the cards that go to the bottom of your deck that you can play, and these are new. These are fun, kind of changing up the rules of the game just to jazz it up a little bit. Dominion's been around forever. You know if you like it. If you're watching this video, you've probably played Dominion. I don't need to talk about that, but I'm going to talk about this. This just adds more stuff to Dominion. So I have Dominion and I have this expansion. That's it. They send me Dominion. They send me this expansion. And that, for me, is probably more Dominion than I'll ever need. That's like, what's it say? There's 25 new Kingdom card piles. So across both of them, that's 50 different cards that I can use. You're using 10 each game. So just mixing that up, that's a ton of possibilities. You can just play with Rising Sun only. I can just play with Dominion. I can mix the two together. That's fantastic. If I wanted to get more, then I'd have even more options. Having more cards for a deck builder is never a bad thing. The debt is interesting. Sorry. The debt's interesting, but it was used in another expansion, and I'm not sure which one that is. But it's a cool concept. You can't buy cards as long as you have debt. Makes it a little bit trickier. Managing your cards a little bit better. Prophecies are a ton of fun. I haven't played with the events yet, but you can purchase those and they do things for you. But the shadow cards are a ton of fun. We use those a lot. They go to your bottom of your deck. You can always play them as if they're in your hand, but they're not in your hand, which could come in handy because some things affect your hand and it won't affect those cards. So it's just fun. It's just entertaining. It's fast. I can see why people love Dominion. I'm not the hugest Dominion fan. I did put out a podcast a while ago saying that Dominion is growing on me. I'm starting to like it more than I did because I respect it and I can see what it does, and it's clean and fast and fun. So that's where I am. So I'm going to give this expansion a 7 out of... let me go back. I'm going to give this expansion a BGM accepted seal. It's going to get a 7 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.5 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that is what I am going to do. So that is Dominion, the Rising Sun expansion from Rio Grande Games and Donald X. Vaccarino. I don't know why I'm saying his name like that, but whatever. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.